Priscilla, we want to come to you. You know, as a breast surgeon, I know exactly how this is working, that all women have that so-called tail of Spence or axillary breast tissue. And, you know, we're talking in the context of that breast tissue producing milk that is actually coming out through the armpit. We know that the breast really is just a modified sweat gland.
Right.
That basically acts in the same way, so that the breast tissue in the armpit potentially can cause the milk when you're lactating to come through there. But to you, Priscilla, are there any dangers or complications for women with breast tissue in the armpit, especially vis-a-vis lactating?
Yeah, like Lindsay mentioned, if it gets very engorged and very swollen and the milk is not expressed, one, it can be painful, but two, if that milk is not relieved, it can actually cause an infection, which is considered mastitis. And if mastitis is not treated properly or in time, it can lead to an abscess.
Great point. So, Lindsay, we enjoyed the video. Why did you decide to share that experience on TikTok?
Well, as someone who uses all of my social media to talk about breastfeeding, all things breastfeeding and empowering moms, I'm like, I've never shared this part of my breastfeeding journey before. And now that I think about it, I don't remember seeing anyone talk about this in the breastfeeding world in general. So I was like, I guess I'm taking one for the team, and I'm just going to do a video about this because I was a little embarrassed. You feel a little bit like a mutant. And I'm like, I'm just going to do this. And so I did the video, and it was really fun to see how many moms have been through the same thing, who may have a lump under there that was leaking milk and they didn't know what it was. And like, oh my gosh, me too. I thought I was weird.
Yeah. Well, Lindsay, number one, you're not a mutant. But Priscilla, you know, Dr. O gave us the biology behind it. But let me ask you, actually, how common is this?
So statistics say it's about 0.2 to 6%, but so many women don't go to their doctor or talk about it, so we don't actually know what the real numbers are. I know a lot of people have commented under Lindsay's post saying, hey, me too, and I know my own cousin had that experience where she thought she was sweating, and I explained to her that it's normal, so it's probably a lot more prevalent than we really think.
Huh. Let me follow up with that question and ask you this. How can a woman who's pregnant tell if this might happen to her? Can she predict it?
Well, we start producing breast milk and having breast changes around our second trimester of pregnancy. So if you notice your breast getting bigger and it's also enlarging in other areas, that can give you a sign that you do have breast tissue in other areas. You wouldn't really know until your milk comes in, and you may start leaking milk in other places, like how it happened to Lindsay.
All right, the question, Priscilla, I mean, is there a way to stop that selective flow of milk from the armpit, but keep the rest of the flow in the breast normal?
I mean, if I had a solution for that, I think I would make Lindsay's life a lot easier. But unfortunately, no, we can't pick and choose where we leak milk from. The only way that it stops is if you wean from breastfeeding.
Any woman that's lactating through the armpit, you don't want them using that milk, I would guess, to feed the baby, correct?
It depends on the environment. I mean, if you use like aluminum-free deodorants, you keep the area clean, it is perfectly safe to express and feed that milk. I think it's personal preference. But I think with some hygiene considerations, it's doable.
Yeah, I would, you know, just vis-a-vis that area can be somewhat dirty, and you're putting antiperspirants and deodorant on there, probably better served to go to the nipple and the front of the breast. Interesting stuff, Priscilla. Thank you so much. Great information. Lindsay, we wish you a happy, healthy rest of your pregnancy.
Yes, indeed.
Be well.